Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the word of the day. From this episode onwards, we will be covering only the sequences of Merriam-Webster due to certain reason. We want to maintain a certain singularity in terms of maintaining our series. We will cover the range from 21st of April to 26th of April, that means till the date. And the first one that is coming from the archive of 21st of April is a very interesting one. A word that I was associated with when I used to be a student of first year English honors back in 2015. I first got this word from the cover page of this magnanimous edition. It is called The Anatomy of Rhetoric and Prosody by Gopal Mullik Thakur from Ray Book Concern, quite a prolific book. Those who are particularly learning the figures of speech and the prosodic scansion, it's a Bible for them, to be very honest with you. So, what is the first one? Yes, it is orthography. Orthography means the technique of right spelling. Okay, often we just put a stress on the students regarding the proper maintenance of the spelling and the grammatical syntax, of course, but it will be definitely a very right impart from our end if we just tell them the meaning as well. However, if we just talk about the etymology of this particular word, initially it was not directly connected to the field of language. As you all know from the Latin orthos, it has been derived in the English vocabulary, and the proper meaning, the ancient meaning rather, of the word was the right way to venture out or to conduct something. So it was always a dedicated term which designated the ethos of authenticity. From that particular ethos, it has been now adapted in English language as a word that designates the meaning of correctly spell out something. Now, before the first invention of the press, up to the 15th century, for the English people, it had turned out to be a real problem to have a uniformity of the spellings. Now, after the invention of the press, and particularly in 1755, when Dr. Samuel Johnson's first lexicographic edition turned out to be published, the more uniformity in English spelling became quite legible, and it was a common phenomena to be observed by everyone. The second one, tantamount, can be very synonymously mentioned as equivalent to something. It is a word that designates the essence of being almost equal kind of importance. When we mention any phenomena, then if we are to draw a certain sort of parallelism of our mentioned phenomena, then the importance is measured when it is measured in an equal scale or an equivalent scale, of course, then it can be said that this is tantamount to this particular ethos. The third one is fortitude. Fortitude means immense mental strength. Now, initially borrowed from the original Latin source, as we all know, as it is suggested right here on the display, that at the very beginning it suggested the meaning of physical strength or sinew. Now, as per the evolution of the meaning, now we have got from the physical strength to the mental ability or confidence to conduct certain matter. The next one from the archive of 24th of April is arboreal. It's an adjective that is related to the vegetative world. That means it is an adjective of tree. Sounds interesting. I first got associated with this particular word, arboreal, while reading one of the books on reptile, and it was practically related to one of my rescue operations of an Indian chameleon. When I was about to narrate the movements of an Indian chameleon in the branches of the tree, then at that particular moment, this word just created a striking effect in my mind as I came across with it. From 25th of April, we are having a very known word indeed. It is known as juxtapose. Once again, something that is quite closely related to the sphere of figures of speech. Juxtapose means the mixture of two heterogeneous things. It may be words or ideas or the combination of dissimilar objects in order to create a striking effect. However, if I just go by the term of rhetorics, in rhetorics we primarily may have two of the very brilliant orientations of juxtaposition. The first one is called oxymoron, where we have the side-by-side placement of two words, where the meaning and sensation of the words are absolutely contrasting against each other. It is all about the combination of the two opposite sense-making words. And another one is antithesis. That means the parallel replacement of two dissimilar or contrary ideas. This can be very well defined as examples of juxtaposition. As you can have here, the first one that is getting surfaced right here on the display, it's an example of oxymoron, and the second one, here it is the example of antithesis. Two opposite words in case of the first one, and two opposite ideas in the second example. And last but not the least, from the archive of 26th of April, we are having onerous, yet again an adjective that means unpleasantly obliging. Thank you so much. We are about to bring some changes in this series of word of the day. Stay tuned for our next updates. And thanks for your support.